It's time again for some adventure, entertainment, and exploring. Welcome to the Great Food Safari. Glad you could make it. Today we are in Pinnawala, but when you talk about Pinnawala, it's all about the elephants. Nah, I'm not here for the elephants. I'm here to do some great, serious cooking. So join me on a journey on the Great Food Safari. Right. I have with me, this is Sampath. He's the agriculture instructor at this farm. Right? These are the people who gives us all the knowledge to our farmers. The wealth of knowledge is given to them by these gentlemen. Sampath, මොන වගේ රාජකාරියක්ද මෙතන වෙන්නේ?
මෙතන ට්‍රේනින් සෙන්ටර් එක දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ තුල ඉන්න ගොවි මහතුරුන් පුහුණු කටයුතු කිරීම තමයි මෙතන අපෙන් වෙන කාර්යය. ඊට අමතරව අපි සාමාන්‍ය වගාවල් වල ඩෙමොන්ස්ට්‍රේෂන් එකක් වගේ වගාවන් කරනවා.
සම්පත් යන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා මට තව පොඩි වැඩක් ඕනේ. මම මෙතනට ආවෙත් ඒකයි. මම හදනවාද දැල්ලෝ දන්නවද? දැල්ලෝ කාලා තියෙනවා අන්නාසිත් එක්ක.
එහෙමනම් කාලා නෑ.
කාලා නෑනේ. අද වෙනවද මාත් එක්ක හැදුවා මේ කන්න.
කමු හදමු.
හරි. මට පුළුවන් ද මේ අන්නාසි ගෙඩිය දෙන්න? හා? Right. Look at this beauty. Wow. Now, this is the adventure part of the Great Food Safari. I'm going to do something very, very dangerous. You never do it alone unless you have a professional like this. This is Mr. Anatunga. This is Lakshan. They are going to assist me on going to see that manufacturing house over there. The bzzz. Finish. Abhi ande tan isala meka daga mune right. දැන් අනතුංග මහත්මයා මේක තමයි මේගොල්ලන්ගේ නිවස.
මේ නිවසේ ජනපදයක් තියෙන්නේ. ජනපදයක් කියලා අපි කියනවා මේකට. පෙට්ටියක තියෙන්නේ.
හරි.
උඩ වහලයක් තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ උඩ තියෙනවා කොටසක්. ඒකට අපි කියනවා පැණි පෙට්ටිය කියලා.
පැණි පෙට්ටිය.
ඔව්. ඒක තමයි මෙයාලා පැණි තැම්පත් කරන්නේ.
හරි.
යට තියෙනවා අපි පිලා පෙට්ටිය කියලා කියනවා මේකට.
හරි.
ඒකේ තමයි යාලා බිත්තර දාන්නේ සහ ජනපදයේ තියෙන්නේ ඕකේ ඇතුලේ තමයි. කාලේ තමයි පැණි කාලේ මේ තියෙන්නේ පැණි රාමුව කියලා කියනවා මේකට.
දැන් ඔය ඇතුලේ පේන්න
දිලිසෙන්න තියෙන පැණි.
එතකොට වටේ තියෙන වැක්ස් එක.
ඔව් වැක්ස් එක.
ඒකම තමයි නිෂ්පාදනය කරන්නේ.
එයාලම තමයි හදන්නේ. මේක පුරවලා ඉවර වුණාට පස්සේ මෙයාලා මේ උඩ තියෙන සිදුරු ටික වහලා දානවා.
හරි රන්තු මාත් අපි එන කට්ටිය සෑහෙන්න බිසිනේ. ආයි ගත්ත විදියටම ඇතුළට දාලා අපි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ වැඩේ කරගෙන යන්න උඩ දෙමු. So this is a life experience for me. It's unbelievable to come up close to these guys without getting stung is a great experience. Welcome back to the Great Food Safari. I'm so happy to be with you, aren't you? Look at this place. Look at the view. Can't believe that there's such beautiful places in this beautiful country. We are in Wagolla and we are in the banks of Mahoya, and I'm going to cook you something fabulous. This time around we're going to go Chinese and we are going to have the braised pork belly, just like mine. I've got the pork already. You know, when we took it, it was nice and thin, but when we boiled it for about 5 minutes, it is as big as my tummy. This is what you get when you boil. You take the pork belly, you boil it for 5 to 7 minutes, and this is what you get. Now what we're going to do is cut this baby into nice thick pieces like that. Nice big chunks. Right. Now what we're going to do is, Chinese cooking is all about flavor. It's all about the sweetness. You try to bring out the sweetness which is in the animal already. So, next thing what we're going to do is heat on. We're going to take some ordinary oil. You don't need much oil because pork is already oil, so you don't need much for that. And now, the strange thing about this whole thing is you put in a pinch of sugar into the oil. And you let it caramelize. You can see, there we are. The sugar now is nicely caramelized. You can see the brown. Don't let the sugar burn. Now, put in the pork. Now you can see, because of the sugar, how beautifully the pork is getting caramelized. That's what we are looking for. So you turn it all around so that you get the beautiful caramelization in all parts of the pork. Now, the next thing we are going to do is take some dark soya sauce, let it work its magic, and then put some water. And allow it to cook, because as I told you, the pork is only 5 minutes cooked. You're going to put water and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. And now we are going to put another secret ingredient. You know, the day I discovered this particular ingredient, you know, for Chinese food, this is absolutely amazing. To the sweetness, it has this, it gives this tangy sweetness, which is, you know, you can't explain. And that secret ingredient is, my friends, this baby over here. It's Tani's. It's a flour and smells simply beautiful. Just a few, not much. It has a very strong flavor. And then I'm going to cook it for about another good 15 minutes in low heat. There we are. We'll keep it for about 15 minutes. While that is being done, I need to add some more after the 15 minutes is done. So, I'm going to cut some ginger and a little bit of garlic. And in about 10 minutes time, we'll be putting this into this and leave it for another 10 minutes. Right now, we're going to put the ginger and the garlic, and then and now for a little pinch of salt. Now all the flavors are absorbed onto the pork, and it's going to be tasting fabulous. Right? Take it off the fire, and then now it's time to plate it. Simply, it's just simple, nothing much, not too many ingredients. We're going to dish it and then give it the taste test, okay? Don't go anywhere. Right now I'm going to Take these beautiful babies like that. There we are. And then take these beautiful, leave the stanis out, you wouldn't want to bite onto that. And to give it some color, and a little bit of greenery as well. And you know, you just can't imagine why and how this can be so sweet. You know, the pork is sweet, the sweetness of the stanis, a little bit of sugar, and then the dark soy sauce, all perfectly blended to give you that beautiful sweetness of the pork. Unbelievable. You got to try this at home. Now, every now and then, not all the time, there's a lot of fat in here. Not good for guys like me, you know. But the problem is, how can you resist something sweet and succulent like this? Here is the sweet pork belly, the braised pork belly. Try it out at home. It's very easy. All you need is a little bit of stanis, a little bit of dark soy sauce. Put it together. Simply divine. We are going to make Marmite crispy baby squid. Remember, Marmite crispy baby squid. We're going to do that. It's very simple. I've already got the squid here cleaned. You've got to make it as dry as possible. Then next here we've got some sweet, amazing pineapple which we took from the farm earlier on. Some onions cut and some tomatoes as well. I'm going to leave it aside because we'll need it for the second half of what we're going to do. But first thing is we're going to take this squid and make sure that all the water, because frying squid is a dangerous thing, it's just going to explode everywhere. I'm going to take all the water off as much as possible. There we are, take all the water off. If you can use the kitchen napkin, it's much better. Take off all the water. That's the patting done. You're trying to fry something out of the oil. You're not trying to boil something. So the oil has to be really, really hot. Otherwise, what goes inside the oil will start to boil. The idea is not boiling, the idea is frying. So we are going to do two things. We are going to make sure that the oil is hot, and we are going to make sure we are going to double fry. You know how do you do the French fries? We're going to double fry. By double frying, you will give that nice crunchiness to the squid, right? There we are. Right, that's all right. Okay. Not much of exploding. My defense mechanisms have started to burn. That's all right. Going to put the balance as well. Now you see, the moment something goes in, the temperature of the oil is going to go down. So what we're going to do, take it out again. And allow the oil to heat up again. It has to heat up nicely so that the squid will not boil inside the oil, but it gets nicely roasted and give that crispiness. So we are going to do the second fry again. Make sure it's nice and hot. And then you put it back in. If you have a wok at home, that's so much the better, because the heat is distributed evenly on a wok. It doesn't take this long. The crispiness is more if you have a wok. For whatever sake, you know, having a wok at home is not a big issue. Only thing is you have to find a place to store it and keep, you know, under the pantry cupboards or somewhere. But, you know, having a wok at home is very, very important. And you saw the moment I put the squid in, there was not much of a splash. There was, but, you know, as long as you take the water, damp the water off the squid, there is absolutely no problem. I'm going to take it out again. And I'm going to do the same thing once more, one more time. So once again, high heat, let it boil, let it steam up with a lot of heat, let it build up the heat again, and then we go in for the third time to give that nice crispiness. It's still rubbery, you need to get that crispiness. And one other secret is that if you can find this real small, the real baby squid, it's going to be much more crispy. Okay, this is baby squid, it's all right, but if you can find it a little bit smaller, so much the better. Okay, that's heating up again. And for the final time, you see it still has the ability to fry. You can now see the tentacles all pointing up to the sky and like, I'm fried, I'm fried. I think that's done. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, there we are. That's the water inside the bandi flowing out. Okay. Right, what we're going to do next is to the same pan, we're going to put in and fry the onions and the juicy pineapples. This thing is so sweet. Wow. Let it cook nicely till it's golden. Okay, now this has beautifully, the onions have caramelized, the pineapple has nicely absorbed all the oil, and that looks beautiful. Right, we are moving on to the second step of the Marmite Baby Crispy Squid. Okay, this is what we're going to do. To make it a little bit spicy, you remember these babies that we got from the farm? We're going to give it a quick chop. That's going to be as hot could be. Okay, then I will also put some green chilies, which I also took from the farm. Oil in the pan. Take a bit of this beautiful village curry leaves. Toss it in there. In goes the chilies. At this point, I'm going to put some sweet chili sauce. Then we are going to use this beautiful Marmite. Give it a good stir. Put in a little bit of water. a little bit of sugar. I'm going to put a little bit of for the heat. And then I'm going to add the baby squid, which is nice and crispy, and the balance of that, and give it all a good stir. Right, there we go. Put up the heat a little bit. Now, going in for the taste test. Simply delish. Beautiful. You get the crispiness, you get the sweetness of the squid and the pineapple. It's just unbelievable. You got to try this baby at home. Wow. Next thing is to serve this baby over here. Wow, this is fantastic. There we are. I can't wait to get away with this. This is so amazing. Simply divine. The hot, the sweetness, everything. You got to make it at home, okay? You got to do this. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. It was wonderful being with you on the Great Food Safari. Remember, the next time when you're cooking for someone you love, for someone you care. So give that love, give that care when you cook. And remember to do something adventurous, something different. Until we meet again on the Great Food Safari, this is Chrysantha signing off. Bye-bye.